Somewhere along the way, you were supposed to learn about money. You graduated, got a job, opened a bank account, and then figured it out alone. Nobody sat you down. Nobody walked you through it. Not your parents, not your school, not a single teacher. You learned how to solve for X. You learned the periodic table. But nobody taught you how a credit score works. Nobody explained compound interest. Nobody told you how taxes actually hit your paycheck. And that silence, that gap, it wasn't an accident. It cost you more than you realize. Think about everything you know about money right now. Most of it came from trial and error, or Google at midnight when you were stressed. According to the Council for Economic Education, only 23 states require a personal finance course in high school. That means more than half the country graduates without a single lesson on money. And even in those 23 states, the courses are surface level. They teach you to balance a checkbook. They don't teach you how debt traps work. They don't teach you how banks make money off your deposits. They don't teach you why minimum payments keep you paying for decades. So you entered adulthood with a diploma and zero financial literacy. You opened your first credit card because someone told you it builds credit. You signed a lease without understanding your rent-to-income ratio. You started a job and had no idea what a 401k was or why it mattered. None of that is your fault. But understanding it now, that's your power. There are 5 core money rules that change everything, and none of them are complicated. But they were hidden from you, not behind a paywall, behind silence. Rule 1. Your money loses value every single year. Inflation. The price of everything goes up about 3% to 4% per year on average. That means $100 today buys what $97 will buy next year. And that fancy savings account paying you 0.4% interest? Your money is actually shrinking. You're losing purchasing power every single month. Rule 2, compound interest is the most powerful force in personal finance. When you invest money, it earns a return, and then that return earns a return, and that return earns a return. It snowballs. A small amount invested early becomes enormous over time. Albert Einstein reportedly called it the 8th wonder of the world. Whether he actually said that or not, the math proves it. Rule 3, your credit score is not a measure of your wealth. It's a measure of how profitable you are to lenders. A perfect score means you borrow consistently and pay reliably. It doesn't mean you're rich. It means the system trusts you to keep paying. Rule 4, every dollar has a job. If you don't assign it one, someone else will. Subscriptions, impulse buys, late fees, your money doesn't just disappear. It gets redirected to other people's goals. Rule 5, the tax system rewards certain behaviors. Owning a home, investing in retirement accounts, starting a business. These aren't random perks. They're incentives built into the code. And if nobody told you about them, you've been paying more than you had to. Now let's put real numbers to this, because the gap between knowing and not knowing is not small. It's massive. Imagine 2 women, same job, same income, both earning $50,000 a year, both have the exact same bills. The only difference, one learned about investing at 25, the other didn't learn until 35. The first woman opens a retirement account at 25. She puts in $200 a month. That's $2,400 a year. Her account earns an average of 8% per year, which is the historical average return of the stock market over long periods. She never increases her contribution. She just stays consistent. By the time she's 65 and 40 years of investing, she has approximately $528,000. Now the second woman, same exact income, same $200 a month, same 8% return. But she starts at 35 instead of 25. She invests for 30 years instead of 40. By 65, she has approximately $227,000. Read that again. Same woman, same paycheck, Same monthly contribution, same market. The only difference is 10 years of knowledge. The first woman has $528,000. The second woman has $227,000. That's a difference of $301,000. Over $300,000 gone. Not because she didn't work hard, not because she spent too much, because nobody told her to start. According to a Fidelity Investment study, women who do invest actually outperform men by an average of 0.4% annually. The problem was never ability, it was access to information. That $301,000 gap is the price of financial silence. That's what it costs when nobody teaches you. So here's the question nobody asks. If financial education is this important, why isn't it taught everywhere? Because your confusion is profitable. Think about who benefits when you don't understand money. Credit card companies. The average credit card interest rate in 2024 is over 24%. If you carry a $5,000 balance and only pay the minimum, you'll pay over $7,500 in interest alone. You'll pay more in interest than the original balance. They don't want you to know that. Banks benefit too. Your savings account pays you 0.4% on average. But when a bank lends that same money to someone else as a mortgage, they charge 7%. They profit from the spread. Your money makes them money, while you earn almost nothing. Student loan servicers benefit. The longer your repayment stretches, the more interest they collect. A $30,000 student loan on a standard plan costs you about $41,000 total over 10 years. On an income-driven plan stretched to 20 years, that can balloon to over $55,000. The entire financial industry is built on a simple principle. The less you know, the more they make. According to the National Financial Educators Council, financial illiteracy cost Americans an average of $1,506 per person in 2023. That's not a guess. That's self-reported money lost to late fees, bad interest rates, and missed opportunities. Multiply that across your adult life, and the number is staggering. Now you might be thinking, it's too late for me. I'm already behind. I already missed those early years. That is the most common objection. And it's completely wrong. Starting late always beats never starting. A 35-year-old who invests $200 a month still retires with $227,000. A 40-year-old with the same $200 a month still ends up with around $149,000. A 45-year-old? Roughly $95,000. Every single one of those numbers is better than zero. And zero is what you get if you stay frozen. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. That's not a motivational quote. That's compound interest math. So here's what to do this week. Step 1. Open a retirement account. If your employer offers a 401k with a match, start there. That match is free money. If they match 3% and you earn $50,000, that's $1,500 a year they give you for free. If you don't have an employer plan, open an IRA. It takes about 15 minutes online. Step 2. Automate $50 a month. Don't wait until you can afford more. $50 a month is $600 a year. In 20 years at 8% returns, that $50 a month becomes roughly $29,000. You won't miss $50, but future you will feel every dollar of that $29,000. Step 3. Spend 30 minutes this week learning one financial concept. Just one. How credit scores work. What compound interest means. How your tax bracket actually functions. 30 minutes. That's less time than one episode of your favorite show. Knowledge compounds just like money. Every lesson builds on the last. Two women, same city, same rent, both earning $50,000 a year. Person A never learned any of this. She keeps her savings in a regular account earning 0.4%. She carries a $5,000 credit card balance at 24% interest. She pays the minimum every month. She has no retirement account. After 10 years, here's where person A stands. Her savings account has about $6,200. But inflation has eaten most of its value. Her credit card, she's paid over $7,500 in interest alone, and she still owes $3,800. She has $0 invested for retirement. Her total net progress after a decade of working is basically nothing. Person B learned these 5 rules. She opened a retirement account at the same time. She automated $200 a month into investments earning 8% on average. She paid off her credit card aggressively in 14 months. She put her savings into a high-yield account earning 4.5%. After 10 years, person B has approximately $36,000 in her retirement account. Her credit card balance is $0. Her high-yield savings holds about $8,500 with real growth. Her total net position? Roughly $44,500. Same paycheck, same city, same 10 years. Person A has essentially nothing. Person B has $44,500 and growing. The only difference is what person B learned. The only difference is what you're learning right now. This is not your fault. Nobody taught you this. Not your parents, not your school, not a single system that should have prepared you. But here's what's different now. You know that your money loses value sitting still. You know that compound interest works for you or against you. You know that your credit score serves lenders, not you. You know the system profits from your silence, and you know exactly what to do about it. You're not someone who doesn't understand money anymore. You're someone who was never taught and decided to learn anyway. That changes everything. Subscribe to She Starts Today, because the lessons you missed are the ones that matter most.